Hi everybody and welcome to XYZ of Betting. I got Shakes Rampede, I got Oliver Keohane and me the money man who wasn't so money on the weekend.
Moneyless man.
Yeah, moneyless man. These weekends happen, and before I ask you guys how you did, let me just tell you how I did. I got bitch slapped from one end of the house to the other end of the house. The Premier League, I picked 2 out of 10. NFL, I couldn't pick my nose. I was about as useful as an ashtray on a motorcycle, to be honest with you. And yeah, bad weekend. Never had a weekend so bad in a long time. I think it went from 18,000 in my account down to about 10,500.
You'll be back.
You'll
be back.
I'll be back, but yeah, it's hard to when you have those sort of weekends. I mean, the Premier League, 2 out of 10. There was lots of score draws. The NFL, there was lots of upsets. There's just lots of upsets.
Yeah.
And but at least I live to fight another day. How'd you guys do?
I mean, I took a big beating on the rugby as well. I'd put down 500 Rand on Australia to take the points.
Oh, that's another one I lost as
yeah.
well.
So I think we were all in agreement there. But then, so I took a beating there. But then soccer started all right. I put down some money on Aston Villa to beat Leicester. Mm-hmm. Won that back. Then I lost money on over 2.5 for Leeds and Wolves last night, and I had over 3.5 goals for the Chelsea-Southampton match, which I won as well. So soccer actually in my bets did all right, but ended up with an aggregate 400 Rand loss for the weekend. So my account is down to 14,200 from 14,600. I don't feel as bad as you do though.
Shakes, I bet you don't feel as bad as I do either.
Yeah, no, I have to admit, guys, I actually am very happy with how the weekend went. Look, I mean, from the bets that I placed for Premier League, that obviously let me down. Newcastle let me down. They took the lead, and then for some reason, the last 10 minutes, they just collapsed immediately. And obviously, Liverpool was robbed of a last goal. That could have also boosted my bet. So what I did was I actually put $50 on the MTN8 that was playing over the weekend, and the odds were really high. And funny enough, I got 3 of the 4 results right. But when it came down to the 4th game, I was so nervous. I said, let me just cash out, and I cashed out a nice 950 rands. And it's added to the amount that I'm on right
now. So, well done, Shakes. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, that's good, man.
Of the 4 MTN8 games, the last one was, you would have said it should have been the favorites winning it, but they didn't. And I just felt it in my gut that something doesn't feel right. So before the game started, I just said cash out, and I said, look, man, I've made 950. Let me just be happy with what I've made just now.
That's awesome, bud. I mean, so
nice.
you're coming into your own now with the PSL, and I'm going to compete against you and see how I do. I should get bitch slapped again, but you never know, hey? You never know.
Yeah, no. I actually couldn't believe how sort of spot on it was over the weekend, because the first result within the MTNA, SuperSport just won it 3-2, and then the next game was Kaizer Chiefs and Maritzburg United. No, it was actually Orlando Pirates and Cape Town City, and Orlando Pirates won that 1-0, and Cape Town City were playing a lot better than them. And then in the third game, Kaizer Chiefs went behind, and I thought, oh, my bet is gone now. And they came back and they won 2-1. And then the last game, I was like, nah, I don't trust Sundowns to do the business. So I just cashed out. And plus, the league is coming back this weekend, within South Africa, so I'm looking forward to that. More bets I'll be placing on that for sure.
So what's your account at then, Shakes?
So my account right now is sitting at 12,250.
Okay, so climbing back up, eh?
Yeah, I had to climb back up. I had to. But I've been waiting for this moment for a long time for local football to get back.
It sounds like a Phil Collins song.
The only Phil Collins song I know is from Tarzan.
Guys, I think that means I'm wearing the crown just for 1 week, eh?
Yeah.
I've worked out the handicap.
Okay.
There
Well,
it is.
yeah. Well, the crown for what? In terms of percentage return on your investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The
Look,
actual little crown that we've got set up on the thing.
yeah, look, I hate losing, but you know, it's these things happen. It's peaks and valleys, and hopefully you have more peaks than valleys. But geez, nothing I picked last week. Wow.
Oliver and Oliver and Kevin, did you guys realize? I'm just looking at it right now. Like how many draws there were over the weekend in the Premier League?
Well, I mean, Kevin picked about 5 draws, but they were all the wrong draws. So when I saw the results on Sunday, I was like, shit, he's actually had one of his better weekends. And then
I thought I did as well. I thought that I was like 5 or 6 out of, but I mean, I didn't watch a lot of the games. I watched a bit. I mean, I've just been busy with real work in the real world, unfortunately.
There were 6 draws of 10 games, guys. That's a lot of draws. And obviously, you look at how Chelsea and Tottenham went. Those shouldn't have been draws, judging by the fact that they took such a big lead in the games and they fluffed it towards the end. But geez, there was 6 draws. That's a lot.
first 0-0 of the league as well. West Brom Burnley.
Yeah, first 0-0 as well. I mean, look, Kevin did say on the last show before this game even started that is it even worth looking at it? You could just see that they just lack quality. It wasn't really great, but I mean, Chelsea and Tottenham for me, they really surprised me.
Yep, me too. I mean, to blow a 2-0 lead at home against Southampton. You know, again, we have talked about Lampard and that team's chemistry, and you know, it'll be interesting to see how they do this week against Sevilla. I think they're playing them in the Champions League. But you know, that's just look. Some of these times you can't always win, and you just got to live to fight another day and stick to what. I mean, I lost a lot of money on Australia versus New Zealand with that handicap of 15.5.
Yeah.
I'd make the same bet again today.
Except try to get Caleb Clark injured before the match.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but look, very interesting week, and that's why it's the Premier League. It is the best league. It's the most interesting league in the world. And I look back at my so I've picked 26 right out of 50 games. Well, when you think about it, it's 26 right out of 150 possibilities with the win, lose, or draw. So I'm not feeling too bad about that.
I think we're all up from 50%, so as long as we can keep it there.